You're telling me LK Advani tried to prevent the demolition. You're telling me
Absolutely.
therefore, but then somebody was clearly involved in the pre-planning. We can't have LK Advani there, and surely a political leader who has led the Rath Yatra, who has created in a sense the mahal which leads to the demolition, can he fully escape responsibility or accountability? Or indeed the other leaders at the time?
Rajdeep, here we are on the point of whether there was a conspiracy to demolish Babri Masjid.
Yes.
And I say with complete honesty and full confidence that he was not part of a conspiracy. I have worked with Advani ji since 1996. I am not in the BJP anymore. But I can say very clearly that he was not part of the conspiracy. In fact, Owaisi Saab said that there was a smile on his face. This is absolute lie. He was deeply disturbed. He said, it is the saddest day in my life. He was full of remorse that the commitment given by the BJP government led by Kalyan Singh could not be honored. In fact, even if you go back before 6th December, he had been making an appeal to the Muslim community, respect the sentiments of the Hindu community. For the Hindus, Ram Janmabhoomi is a matter of faith and a matter of deep faith. There is no equivalence between Babri Masjid and Ram Janmabhoomi.
Okay.
Now, had the Muslim community voluntarily respected the claim of the Hindu community and given up its claim on that disputed site, the history would have been different.
Let me take that. Let me take that.
Really come to.
Let me take that to Asad Owaisi. You believe
now,
that
this is where let me just make one point, Rajdeep.
Yes.
You know, India can survive and India can progress only if the majority community, that is the Hindu community, respects the sentiments of Muslims, and Muslims also respect the sentiments of Hindus. Now, there was a lot of intransigence. You know, we are all aware of what kind of campaign was carried out.
I take your point. Let me take that to Asad Owaisi. How does this Mr. Owaisi then play out?
Modi government has come back with such a huge majority. There is somewhere a certain contribution made by this inflexible stand of the Muslim leaders.
How does this play out, Mr. Owaisi, then in the larger scheme of the Hindu-Muslim unity project? The belief that at the end of the day there's a Ganga Jamni Tehzeeb, is that under siege now? The very idea that Hindus and Muslims can coexist?
Rajiv, it's not a question of one judgment, but series of things which have been happening from 1990 onwards until 2020, and it will go on. The Hindutva project will not stop here. It will go on. And you mark my words, tomorrow someone will go to Supreme Court and challenge the 1990 Religious Places of Worship Act. And please don't call me a person who is creating unnecessary hype. A day will come when Mr. Modi can bring a bill in the parliament stating, oh, this Religious Places of Worship Act will remove Kashi and Mathura and will keep quiet on that. It only requires a momentum. It only requires dog whistle politics to send a signal, because it suits BJP. BJP does not want people to question over them of how 8 crore migrant laborers lost their jobs in their unconstitutional planned lockdown. BJP does not, Prime Minister Modi does not want to answer that how is it that 2 crore people in India, salaried people, have lost their jobs. This suits them. This agenda suits them. Let this Hindu-Muslim festering continue. Let these old wounds be open. You know, what happened 600, 800 years ago should happen in a constitutional democracy. And this judgment, what kind of judgment the Honorable Judge has given? I know that is why I feel that we must appeal against this judgment, and so that the real facts come out, and we should not be quiet on it.
No, you're saying you will therefore appeal against the judgment. Let me ask you though, the fact is the BJP today is a majority government. This is the same BJP which led this Ram Rath Yatra movement. There are those today who are saying they've been vindicated, that this in a way is a day of celebration. What will you say to them today, Mr. Owaisi?
I will tell them, shame on you. Shame on you. If you have any iota of humanity left, do some introspection. Hide your face, which is full of all these people who have lost their lives. And you are celebrating in the hope. And they are encouraged also by today's judgment They are in this false hope that tomorrow Kashi and Mathura will take up. Please remember, we will not keep quiet. We are not those 1949 generation. If tomorrow you do something what you have done in Babri Masjid, we will not keep quiet. We will definitely protest. They are emboldened because this judgment has rewarded those culprits who were responsible for demolition of my masjid. That is why they are celebrating.